You type youtube.com in your browser, hit enter, and boom, a video loads in seconds. But have you ever stopped to think about what actually happens behind the scenes? How does your computer know where to find YouTube? How does a website magically appear on your screen in an instant? Well, the process is way more complex than it seems, but don't worry. I'm here to break it down in the simplest way possible. Think of the web like ordering pizza. Your phone places an order, and the pizza shop makes and delivers it. But instead of pizza, your browser is ordering web pages, images, and videos. Just like a pizza delivery needs an address to know where to go, your browser also needs an address to find the right website. This is where the magic of the internet begins. When you enter a website into your browser, a series of rapid-fire processes take place. First, your browser performs a DNS lookup. Imagine trying to call a friend but only remembering their name and not their number. The internet works the same way. Websites have names like google.com or facebook.com, but computers don't understand these. Instead, they use a system called IP addresses, which are unique strings of numbers like 142.250.190.46. The DNS, or domain name system, is like a massive phone book that translates a website's name into its actual IP address so that your computer knows where to send its request. Once the IP address is found, your browser reaches out and sends an HTTP request. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is basically the language that browsers and servers use to talk to each other. When your browser sends a request, it's like sending a letter to a website's server, asking for permission to view its content. If everything checks out, the server responds by sending back the website's files. This includes the HTML, which forms the structure of the web page, a CSS, which controls the design and layout, and JavaScript, which makes the page interactive. The browser then starts piecing everything together. Think of a web page like a cake. HTML is the base structure, CSS is the frosting that makes it look nice, and JavaScript adds the interactive sprinkles. Your browser works fast to put all these ingredients together and bake the final web page right before your eyes. But the process doesn't stop there. Your browser often sends additional requests for images, videos, and other elements needed to complete the page. But have you ever noticed that some websites load instantly while others take forever? That's because of a few key factors. One major factor is the server's speed. If too many people are requesting a web page at once, the server can become overloaded, like a restaurant struggling to keep up with too many orders. Another factor is caching. Your browser is smart enough to remember parts of websites you visited before, storing certain files locally so that they don't have to be downloaded again. This is why websites you frequently visit tend to load much faster. Security also plays a crucial role in how the web works. You may have noticed some websites use HTTP instead of HTTP. The extra S stands for secure, and it means that all data transferred between your browser and the server is encrypted, making it much harder for hackers to steal information. Think of it like sending a letter in an open envelope versus sealing it in a locked box. That's why you should always look for the little padlock icon in your browser before entering sensitive information on a website. The web is constantly evolving, and technology is only getting better. Faster speeds, AI-powered websites, and even decentralized internet are becoming more of a reality. Who knows? Maybe in the future, we won't even need browsers, just a thought command to load a website. But for now, this is the magic that happens every time you go online. Now that you know how the web works, what parts surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this useful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tech explainers.